Okay, me again. Lucky you, you get 2 videos from me today. Again, it is Monday, April 6th. So I just finished watching that video I did outside, and I'm so sorry about the sunshine. I thought it was behind my house enough that it wouldn't get in the way, and you couldn't see my pet. So here's Penelope, my peacock, and this is Sam, my parakeet. And miss you all, right? I know we're all busy and everything with things we're doing at home, but we're out of our routines and I miss you all. So let's see. So, the first thing we're going to do, take out your daily language review. We're going to go over Fridays. Tune this in because this was a little bit tricky, I think, for some people. So let's go over this. Okay. So, what they wanted you to do was to read the paragraphs and decide if the underlined part has a capitalization, a punctuation, a spelling error, or no mistake. So they gave you 5 parts they wanted to correct, and we have 5 underlined parts. You have to read the whole passage first. Let's read the whole thing without doing any corrections. An earthquake happens when a break in the Earth's outer shell causes the ground to shake and shift. Earthquakes are one of the most powerful events on Earth. During some small earthquakes, the shaking of the ground may be no more noticeable than the shaking caused by a train's passing. So our first section is underlined here. Earthquake happens when. So I read before and after that part. An earthquake happens when a break. Everything's okay in that. There is no mistake in number 1. So under number 1, I'm going to color in no mistake. So the next underlined section, in the Earth's outer. In the Earth ends in an S. In the Earth's, that's showing ownership. Whose outer shell? The Earth's outer shell. So we need that apostrophe up in the top. I put an apostrophe in a circle. And that would be considered punctuation. So number 2 is punctuation. Third part, shake and shift earthquakes. Let's see, causes the ground to shake and shift. Earthquakes are one of the most, hear how I changed my voice? That's because this is the end of one sentence and this is the beginning of another. So we need to have our period after the word shift. Put a period there and we know that's punctuation. So 3 would be a punctuation error. Number 4, powerful events on Earth. Let's read before that. Are one of the most powerful events on Earth. This is part of this sentence here. The full sentence is, earthquakes are one of the most powerful events on Earth. So the beginning of the sentence is earthquakes, which is capitalized. Powerful does not get capitalized. Even though it's at the beginning of the sentence in the paragraph, it's not the beginning of the sentence itself. So this needs to be a lowercase p. So number 4 is a capitalization error. Section 5, maybe no more. The shaking of the ground may be no more noticeable than the shaking caused by a train's passing. Maybe no more. That sounds right to me, but I know by my spelling and using my word wall that's in your folder that this word know with a K means something you know in your head, your schema. So it should be just the N-O. So that's a spelling error. So number 5 is spelling. So 1 is no mistake, 2 is punctuation, 3 is punctuation, 4 is capitalization, 5 is spelling error. So I want you to go over that. Okay, then today's work. Still in the camera. Okay, let's look at today. We're going over Monday. This is what you're going to work on today. Correct the 2 sentences. Red, yellow, and blue are primary colors. Number 2, it was time for dinner. I set the table. So fix those 2. Number 3 and 4 want to know which is the adjective in each sentence. Remember, an adjective is a word that describes something. So what word is describing something? So ask yourself, what are they talking about? And then how are they describing it? If I say Penelope is a blue and green peacock, who am I talking about? I'm talking about Penelope. And what am I telling you? How does she look? She's blue and green. So those would be my adjectives. So look at these two sentences and figure out, just circle the adjective. And then analogies, we've done this before. Interesting is to dull as open is to. So the first colon, we call that our bridge. What's the relationship between interesting and dull? I'll give you a clue. It's opposite, right? Interesting, someone's really interested in something. If they find it interesting, and if they find it dull, that's the opposite. So think about that. Maybe I'll find a sheet of analogies we could do someday for fun. So that's your work for today on your daily written language. All right, let's get back to our paragraph writing. Look what I got. Dun, da, da, da. I got a flip chart. And what I did is I rewrote it and I color-coded it. So I used my reasons and my details. So I color-coded it. The black part, we've already done the black and the blue. The black part is my introductory paragraph. Make as close as I can get so you can see that. Hopefully you're on a bigger screen so you can see this. I'm looking at it on a cell phone and it looks tiny. So let me read it. My activity was camping. I love to go camping. I find it to be such a relaxing thing to do out in nature. My husband and I enjoy planning our meals and cooking over a campfire. When we go camping, there are so many different things that you can do that are also relaxing and fun. I've used punctuation. And something I did now that I have the flip chart is I color-coded it. And you'll see some of you I highlighted, I changed the color of your 3 reasons. I want to make sure that I cover those 3 reasons, what I liked about camping. So what the first reason is in blue. It's all about nature. Oh, and look, and I had written this paragraph last week. My second reason was meals and cooking. And this is something that I did for you. We're going with meals and cooking. And my third reason for tomorrow is different things that you can do. And I'm going to do that in green. So my first reason in blue is nature. So here's my second paragraph, my first reason. It is wonderful to be out in nature when you are camping. I enjoy setting up my tent. I find a nice flat spot and set up my 8-man tent. It's nice and big and roomy when just the 2 of us are using it. Being in the woods can be so peaceful. You can hear the birds sing, smell the fresh outdoor air. Oops, I forgot the word and. What a wonderful place to be when you don't have to go to work or school. Now those were the 3 details that I listed on it's underneath here. Remember I had this page with my details? You have it on your sheet. So I didn't just write, it's fun to be out in nature. I had to talk about those 3 details and add. When we're writing, we want to make sure we're not just writing 2 or 3 sentences in a paragraph or in the whole thing. We have to add our details. Remember we did the ice cream story and we talked about the toppings and the different flavors and we expanded that. So that's what this is like. So my second reason is about planning meals and cooking. So here's my example today. It is so much fun to cook outdoors. Before we leave on a trip, we have to plan out our meals. We pack our food in a cooler and tote bags to bring with us. Nothing tastes better than a meal cooked over a campfire. If you go fishing and have a lucky day, you can have a fish fry for dinner. But first, you'll have to clean the fish. Yuck. But it sure tastes yummy when you've got it all cooked. Then there is dessert. No camping trip is complete without having s'mores. There's nothing like a gooey marshmallow and piece of Hershey bar sandwiched between 2 graham crackers. You certainly can eat well when you're camping. I haven't had a graham cracker yet to eat, or a s'more since I've been home, but I don't have those supplies. But that does sound good, doesn't it? If you guys, I know a lot of people have fire pits in your yard. Maybe you're having s'mores. So, This is what we're doing today. You should be up to this part. You have your introductory part, you have your first reason, and your second reason is what you're working on today. Now, I've been watching online. You'll see that I'll go over. Some of you being on at the same time, I type into your document while you're typing or sending little notes. Please go over that. Please make sure you share that document or click it back on to the response for today. Right? We're not starting a new page each day. We're just going to continue one big long one. Just like I'm making one big long poster board or flip chart paper. You're going to make one big document with your writing piece. I'm excited to see what you're going to write about them. And remember, add details. You know, like I added the part about the fish. Like, oh, but first you'll have to clean it. Yuck! I haven't cleaned a fish in a long time. I haven't gone fishing in a long time. Even though the Farmville River is by my house, that's one of the things I was thinking about maybe doing with our time off here. So good luck with that. So do your daily word review that we do, and you're working on your third paragraph. I need to see 3 paragraphs. Okay, this is a short week. We have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. We don't have school on Friday. So it's just like being at school. You won't have a video to watch of me on Friday. So we need to get this finished this week. We want to definitely get this done, right? That's the goal. All right? Any questions? Email me or put in a comment there. All right? Have a great day, everybody, and get outside under that blue sky. Bye.